Hello and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, hello, my name is Catherine and I post little fashion videos and some craft stuff and some haul videos and all of that good stuff. So if that is something that you're interested in, you should check those out. If you're not new here, thank you so much for coming back. I really appreciate your support. This next video is my My Chemical Romance Texas trip vlog, loosely put. I don't know if this is technically considered a vlog. This is basically just a montage of my trip that I'm gonna voice over because vlogging is so miserably awkward. I think I have like 2 clips where I'm like, hey guys, we are here doing this. Because I can't do that. That's like, oh my god. But anyway, here is that. So here I'm chilling in my living room waiting for the girls to get me. I'm not driving on the trip, so I am in the back seat with the snack bag, giving the snacks out. So very important. The drive from Missouri to Oklahoma is not the most exciting, but Oklahoma has these gas stations called the Woodshed, which were kind of fun. They had little moving eyebrows. We went to Buc-ee's at like 2 in the morning when we finally got to Texas because it was open and we were there. I was on the lookout for like candied nuts and just other little goodies I could find there. I think this was maybe my first time in a Buc-ee's, so I was very excited. And it was also 2 in the morning after driving like several hours, so it was very interesting to see. We finally got to our Airbnb. The Airbnb was very pristine and clean. It had a very cool mirror, good for little fit checks in the morning, big bathroom, and then we got up the next day to explore Dallas. I have my little Texas shirt I thrifted. We were about 20 minutes away, so it was a little car ride there. Our first stop was this like dead stock Y2K store. They had a bunch of belts. They had a bunch of like 2000s clothing, some of it better than others. A lot of like prom dresses or maybe quinceañera dresses. Next up was this boutique. It was a little more scandalous. It had a beautiful selection of shoes. I did not go home with a pair, but one of the girls got like 2 pairs of Demonias, I believe. Next, we found this cute little secondhand consignment shop with a bunch of kind of cutesy things. A lot of it was a little more expensive than I was prepared for. And then there was this beautiful building that actually wasn't a store, so we didn't go in. We decided on Dick's Last Resort for our dinner that night, and this nice man with a bike was like, hey, you parked very close. I can just bike you over there. And that was a very cool experience. He was playing some good music, so yeah. I'd never been in a Dick's Last Resort, and it's so fun. Look how bright everything is. So if you haven't been, the point of the restaurant is that they bully you and they give you these big hats that say like mean things. So here are the girls getting theirs, and here's mine. He knows we're here for My Kim. And then the next day is concert day. So here we are back on the road to Dallas for a little bit because My Kim isn't till much later in the evening, even though the merch lines have already started. Our first stop was an art museum, the Dallas Museum of Art, which was free and had a lot to check out. There was so much to check out, especially for a free museum. There was a lot of different art, some were modern, some were abstract, and a lot of different cultures, which is always very cool to see just how different everything is. But then there's also so many like common things that pop up in lots of different art. The museum was huge and we didn't even see all of it. For lunch, we went to the Rodeo Goat, which was very good burgers and very cutesy, goat-themed, very Texas. While going to lunch, we saw a bunch of vendors set up, and we looked it up, and they were doing a vintage clothing vendor fair. So we checked that out. I didn't come home with anything because a lot of it was expensive. It was pretty crowded and pretty hot, but it was a very cool thing and just a nice thing to stumble across. A lot of different goods. There were these crocheted flowers, which were very cute. After that, I modified my fit a little bit for the concert outfit. It was finally time to go. Sierra did my hair, and I made my necklaces and my buttons and my shirt and wore my little Demolition Lover earrings. from Hot Topic a couple years ago. This was the Danger Days shirt I made in a different video that you can find, and I'm very happy with it. I was very excited. Sierra was not going with Kara and I to the concert, so she was driving us and dropping us off, and that was the perfect situation. The herd. They're all emo.
Big thank you to My Chemical Romance. We are so thrilled to be here tonight.
I think I have to mute a bunch of the clips of actual songs, but Garbage was their opener.
Happy birthday, dear Butch Vig. Happy birthday to you.
I was very happy to see Garbage. They were one of the openers that I was probably the most excited to see. I really wasn't too familiar with their music, but all of the songs that I know were songs that they played, which was very exciting. I believe their set got cut a little short. There was a decent chunk of time between Garbage and My Chemical Romance, so it was just a lot of anticipation and excitement, and people kept screaming, and I'm like, oh, they're coming out. They were not. And then after all the lore, there they were. Oh my god, I'm still so giddy about it, even like several months later when I'm finally making this. But wow, that was absolutely incredible. Every song was so well done. The story was so well done. I'm so impressed by all of it. And then we got some lore, Gerard yaps.
We are brought to you by the kindest, warmest gentlemen here tonight with us. Please, a round of applause for the grand immortal dictator. He's been enjoying local culture wherever he goes. And these people get executed. Their crime, it's collective, to question the vitality of his grand immortal dictator. Come on. Now, all who oppose, say nay! It's a lot of fucking red. It's close though. One of our guys missed. We should have got somebody from Dallas to do it. All right, well, let's show her what she's won then. Being outside, look at those stars.
Was my first time hearing Cancer the full way through, so I cried through it and then into Mama. This is Famous Last Words. which was so incredible to hear live. All of these were so incredible to hear live in such a big crowd of people so passionate about the music.
Tonight, but not really when you guys put your shit up in the air. Your shit that lights up. This ain't the kind of song for it, though. That light up shit, you know what I'm saying? This song is off the first record. Let's fucking go! Let's go! I feel like dancing, I really do. We're gonna see how it goes on this grading, but do you feel like dancing, Carol? Good news tonight, bro. It's time. Let's go! Yeah! It's yours, you know? This song off Conventional Weapons. It's a beautiful song for an ugly world. Are you ready? I think we should see those lights. Alright, this song is called The War Beneath the Rain.
Post-concert. That was magical.
Driveway's very hot. We'll miss you guys.
And then we got picked up and went back to the Airbnb where I yapped about the concert for a very long time. The next day, I put on my little skeleton shirt that I DIY'd. It was not the day for this. I love this fit, but we went to a rich people mall and they did not see the vision. I missed the vibes of the concert already. This was not the kind of mall that I would be buying too much at, but we went to a Glacier and I played with some samples and things. There wasn't really anything I was too interested in bringing home. One thing I'm on the lookout for is a gray tinted lip gloss. I don't know if that exists. And then we checked out Diesel, which did have some cool clothes, but not my price range. A lot of purses and handbags and shoes, which looked really cute in pictures and ambiance, but not things I'd buy. Some Minecraft bath bombs at Lush.
I don't know, I could be wrong. I feel like you're supposed to pick them up and wash them like that and you put in your nails.
Just use them like a soap?
Yeah.
We went to an Urban Outfitters and I found this dress that was on sale and the entire store was on sale, so she came home with me. And then of course the Doc Martens store. I didn't get anything here, but I liked seeing everything. Then we went to a gourmet grilled cheese place. One thing I really appreciate when traveling is just being able to get something very simple like a regular grilled cheese. That evening, we went to Meow Wolf, which if you don't know, Meow Wolf is like an interactive art museum.
This is crazy. Oh my god. This was crazy.
It's going to that.
Discharge.
Meow Wolf was so cool, I didn't film very much, but the next day I ate leftover burger and we drove back. Here's a little art street in Oklahoma.
This is not the world's largest picture.
I snacked on some leftover bread from a restaurant we went to, and then we got Wendy's. So I enjoyed my little sandwich.
Oh, you can go across.
It was a little bit disappointing coming back to Missouri after having so much fun, but I'm very thankful for the trip. I traded for 2 bracelets. That was a thing that people were doing. People really weren't doing it that much, but people were like prepared, and some people had bracelets. So I got this one that is Long Live the Black Parade, LLTT or LLTBP. And this one that is Drag, which is the country that Gerard made up tour the performance. It's a whole thing. It's a really cool concert. 10 out of 10 recommend. I got my yay, nay voting sign, and then somebody left a bunch of theirs, so I picked up another one. This one's a little gross, but she's mine. These will be fun wall decor. The merch line was insane, so I didn't get any actual merch. Lines for that started at 9:30 a.m. in the morning. Or that's not even when they started, but that's when they were like already like miles away from the building. And respectfully, and all of my love to this band, the merch was not it. So I picked up as much free stuff as I could. They didn't have confetti, but they did do a fan project. MCR Fan Project Texas on Instagram started a thing, and people give out these little pieces of paper to hold up during sleep and Disenchanted, I believe. Put it in front of your flashlight and it glows. I picked up some extra off the ground, and then I also have my friend Kara's. They're gonna go in my scrapbook, my journal, which I have not done before making this video, and I will not do before making this video. But eventually I'll have a cute little journal, and maybe I'll post that on my Instagram. Anyway guys, that is going to be this whole video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. This was such a fun trip, and I hope I can edit together a decent video. I know it's not a true vlog, but it is a story of my trip, and I'm really excited about it and really excited to share it. So thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in the next one.